guys, and welcome back to another video here with Angel B Designs. If you are new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. If you hear my son in the background, sorry, we here today together, okay? But in this video I am going to be unboxing and reviewing the EENOUR, I hope I'm saying that right, EENOUR Tumbler and Mug Press, which is this machine here. And then these are the projects that I did. I did 2 coffee mugs. I know you can't really see them because it's far away. I did a frosted tumbler, and then I did a regular white sublimation tumbler. These are all sublimation projects, except for this one. This one's infusible ink. Okay, and then in the box they did send me a cutting mat. I'm gonna unbox all this stuff with you, some gloves and some tape. So we're gonna go ahead and go through all of this. I am gonna be doing a voiceover today because, like I said, my son is here with me today. But yeah, we're gonna unbox this and do these projects together, and then I'm gonna give you my review of this machine. So go ahead and stick around for that. Alright guys, so we're gonna get started with this unboxing. They did send it to me in the mint color. This is just a cute little cutting mat that is also in the mint color. Everything I got is mint. That is the sublimation tape, as well as the heat resistant gloves. Like I said, all in the mint color to match the press, which is also in mint. Just some things while I'm unboxing that I wanted to talk about is some of the materials that it can press, and I'm going to show that in this video. Stainless steel, the sublimation coated white tumblers, glass, ceramics, and a bunch of other different things. It just can't be plastic. So anything that's able to melt at high temperatures, obviously you cannot put in this machine. But anything that can withstand high heat can go into this machine. Now this is the manual book. You definitely want to make sure you go over your safety instructions before you get started. There is a couple of things that you have to make sure of, like you have to have a tumbler inside the machine while it's warming up. That is to help keep the longevity of the plate of the actual press itself. What I'm doing now is I am screwing in, there's the cord, which is the plate to the actual machine to help it heat up. It's very easy to screw in with your fingers, which you see me doing here. And then the other cord is going to be your power cord, and that is the only other cord that comes with this machine. So just the one cord to screw in, and then the power cord, and that's it. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get started with our first project. I'm going to sublimate the glass tumbler first, and I'm just going to tape it on the seam and around the bottom. That's pretty much it as far as taping goes. The reason that I did this is because this machine is able to apply pressure. So generally, or typically, if I would use an oven, I would apply painter's tape to the seam, the top, and the bottom. And that's to ensure that my tumbler keeps its pressure throughout the whole time. The advantage to using a tumbler press over an oven is that because it's inside of a press and not kind of like in an open oven, it's able to keep that pressure throughout the entire process of the entire sublimation process. So that's why I don't have to apply as much tape to it. It's able to hold its pressure. As well as something else that's a little bit better than using the oven is that it doesn't take as much time. This press time is about, so I did 3 minutes for all of my items that I'm doing today. I did about 3 minutes. Typically the 20-ounce skinny white tumbler, I typically do those in the oven for 6 minutes. So using a tumbler press actually cuts it down in half. And then they do also have a machine that has a double press so that you can do 2 tumblers at one time. Now you can do 2 mugs at one time, but you can only do 1 tumbler at a time with this particular machine. What I'm doing now is I am using the arrow buttons to set my time and my temperature. The temperature does go up to 482 degrees on this machine, but I'm setting mine to 385 for 3 minutes. The timing does go up to 999 seconds, but I'm putting mine on 180 for these projects. And then I just opened it to reset it, and then I'm gonna go ahead and close it. Once you close the handle down, the timer does start the countdown for your your project. So whatever you set it to, if it's 3 minutes, 2 minutes, once you pull the handle down, it does start to count down. What I'm doing now is I just opened it and then I turned it around for that little spacing there. I want to make sure that that spacing gets enough heat and pressure as well. So I did turn it over and then I pressed it for an additional 2 minutes. And now I'm going to take it out and unwrap it. I could have left this tumbler in there for about another minute, just because this was the tumbler that I used, that I put inside the machine while it was warming up. So it did come out a tiny bit light. For future reference, I could just put like a blank tumbler in there while it's warming up. Once it gets to my desired temperature, then I can go ahead and put the tumbler that I want to sublimate into the machine so that it could be the actual 3 minutes. This cup needed about another minute or so. And I will show you the final result of it at the end of the video here, but what I'm going to do now is go ahead and wrap my 20-ounce skinny tumbler. I do have a few videos on my channel where I go over this process in detail and show you how I wrap my tumblers to create the amount of pressure that I need, as well as try to make my seam look as seamless as possible. But all I'm doing is putting some heat resistant tape on the seam. And I think that's it. I don't think I taped the top and the bottom. I think I just put the heat resistant tape on the seam. Yep, I just put it on the seam. Now I'm going to go ahead and close it. I pushed on the end of it just to make sure that it's nice and secure and it's nice and tight and it's the pressure I needed to. Same thing, once my 3 minutes was done, I did turn it just a little bit because of that little spacing there. I want to make sure I don't have any light spots, and I turned it and did it for an additional 2 minutes. Now what I'm going to do is put my mugs in there. One thing that I really do appreciate about this machine is the fact that you can do 2 coffee mugs at one time and you don't have to turn them. So these are going to be the actual 3 minutes. Now what you see me doing now is I am screwing or unscrewing the plate to adjust it so that it closes and it closes properly and creates the pressure I need for these coffee mugs. So I do have to loosen them because of the size difference between the mugs and the tumbler. Now when you close it and you know it's closed correctly, it does like a little click when you close it. It doesn't actually click, but you'll feel it. You'll feel like a click when you know it's secure. So you have to just keep adjusting it until you feel that click down onto your blank. That's how you know it's secure. And if you need to, just push the ends of the cup or the blank to make sure it doesn't move. If it moves, it means it's too loose, and if you don't feel that click when you pull the handle down, then it's not tight enough, or it's too tight. I absolutely adore how this cup came out, you guys. It is so bright, so vibrant. I will try to remember the link where I got this cup from down below. I want to say it was Amazon, but I'm not for sure. I will double check. And I mean, you really can't even see the seam either. I just absolutely love how that tumbler came out. All right, so now the coffee mugs are done here. And it was 3 minutes. Because the handle sticks out the edges, you don't have to turn these or anything like that. It's just the 3 minutes and then they are done. And I'm taking my wrap off. This one was infusible ink, and I absolutely love how that pattern came out. Super, super vibrant. I believe I got these coffee mugs from Amazon as well. And like I said, I'll try to leave the links for these down below. Everything will be linked down below. The press, everything will be linked down below. Super, super cute. Okay guys, so I am all finished here with, sorry if you can hear my son in the background. We are in the office today together, but I have all my projects done here. So I just kind of wanted to talk about this machine and what I like about it. So I do absolutely love that you can press 2 mugs at the same time. So if you sell these, then that definitely is a plus, obviously, because you don't have to do 1 at a time. You can do the 2 at a time. The settings to set it were super easy. They weren't like on some of these presses, the settings get all weird, and I don't know, I have a hard time with some of them, but this one was super easy. I really liked the settings, putting it together, super easy. It was one plug over here that you had to screw in, and then your main plug to turn it on. That was it. But these are my projects that I have, and it did come with the cutting mat that I showed you guys when I was unboxing it. This first one came out a little bit light. I probably could have did it a little bit longer because this was the mug that was in there when it was heating up. So I probably could have did this about a minute longer, just for the color to get darker. But that's the first one. I absolutely am in love with this tumbler, you guys. And I was showing you, this is my same right here. So you can see it a tiny bit right up here at the top, but look how it's almost seamless to where you can't even see it. I have a small light spot right here, but that's okay. Just a pressure issue on my end. I didn't tape down the bottom. Normally when I'm doing my tumblers, I use painter's tape on the seam, around the bottom and the top. I didn't do that obviously this time, so just a small little pressure issue right there. But other than that, I absolutely love this tumbler. Okay, came out absolutely gorgeous. The color is gorgeous, it's vibrant. Absolutely love it. I will link down below where I got my tumblers and everything from, and then my coffee mug. So this one was just some infusible ink that I had, and I just kind of taped it around. It's still kind of warm. I just taped it around the whole mug with it was an infusible ink pattern. That is absolutely beautiful. And then this was an image I got from Etsy. This also came out super cute. Sorry again for my son in the background. But yeah, I absolutely love the projects and how they came out. I love the tumbler press, or the drinkware press. I definitely was able to do multiple different things. And then I do have my Craft Express sheet. I forgot to take the backing off of it, but that was all my fault. But yeah, super easy to work with and maneuver. I will leave a link for this down in the description box, so definitely check that out if you are interested in this press. But that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Until next time, bye guys.